Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to another episode of News Dose, where I give you all of the latest gaming news, and I hope everybody had a great weekend. We are 1 week closer to that big Xbox event, and they did confirm a date today for July 23rd. We did talk about that last week, but there it is, just a little over 2 weeks away, and based off everything that we do know, this event sounds like it's going to be very big. Now we are even getting another tease of an unexpected big AAA game that may show up there, so don't go anywhere and we will talk about that, as well as some other games that you should expect to see there. Also, there were a couple big Ubisoft leaks over the last weekend, including Assassin's Creed Valhalla and a fan favorite Ubisoft franchise that may be getting revealed as early as next week. So don't go anywhere just yet because you're not going to want to miss that. Before we get into all that though, first let's go over some of the quick news, starting off with Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. Yes, that's right, we are talking about the sequel to Zelda Breath of the Wild because a news outlet, Game Reactor, is now reporting that Nintendo has finished up with the Spanish voice acting for a few different characters. Now, the reason that is important is because usually localizing voice work is one of the last parts of game development. So if this is true what Game Reactor is saying, then Zelda Breath of the Wild 2's development may be coming to a close, and this has led to a lot of speculation that Breath of the Wild 2 may be releasing sometime this year. That certainly would be a very welcome surprise. Nintendo has not exactly been forthcoming with what games Nintendo fans should expect for the rest of this year, and it doesn't really seem like we should expect a new Nintendo Direct anytime soon. I will say though, if Nintendo pulls off some kind of surprise announcement for Breath of the Wild 2 and releases it sometime this holiday, that would be absolutely huge. We also need to remember that those 3D Mario games also did leak earlier this year, so I would think that Nintendo is planning some kind of surprise announcement over the next couple of months. Surely they would announce these games before September, even if they can't get a Nintendo Direct together, but by this point we are all just guessing. Now with that said, Game Reactor did post an update saying that people reading into this story is taking what they said out of context, though I don't really think that they are. Sure, there is a lot of speculation that Breath of the Wild is close to being finished based off this article, but that is what happens when you report that the voice actors are finished. There will always be speculation. Of course though, nothing is confirmed as of this moment, so don't be shocked if it doesn't release this year. In other news, PlayStation's first-party game Horizon Zero Dawn has officially been given a release date for PC on August 7th, and is already up for pre-order on Steam. The PC version includes several graphics enhancements such as unlocked frame rate, dynamic foliage, improved reflections, among several other things. It will be $50 right out of the gate, and once again shows PlayStation dipping their toes into PC gaming. This is not the first game that PlayStation has brought to PC over the last 12 months, and in fact, they will also be releasing Death Stranding on PC just 1 week from now. I do expect more games to follow based off what I am hearing, and this has received mixed reception among PlayStation fans, where a lot of fans do feel betrayed, but truthfully, this is a good thing. If you remove all of the console wars from this subject, releasing PlayStation games on PC allows more consumers to buy and enjoy these games. It also helps Sony get more money, and you do have to remember that developing big AAA games like this does cost a lot of money, and that's why we may be seeing game prices increase next generation to $70. By releasing these games on PC though, it does help them make more money, and that money can in turn go towards developing more big AAA games. This is something that Xbox has been doing for years now, and even though I don't expect Sony to release their games day and date on PC like Xbox does, even if they do release them on PC a year later, they will make a lot of extra money, so this does make perfect sense from a business perspective. In fact, Horizon Zero Dawn has consistently been in the top 5 best-selling games on Steam since it was announced for pre-order. How cool is this though? In the top 5 we are seeing 2 Xbox published games, Halo and Sea of Thieves, and a PlayStation game published on PC. I never thought I would ever see something like that on Steam, but that is just super cool, and I'm really excited to see the game industry be more inclusive about this stuff. It also shows you that PC gamers will buy these games if available, and that's always a debate online and how much overlap there is with consoles and PC. But there is a lot of PC fans who do not buy consoles or their games, and that will certainly help with game sales here. Granted, some fans may double dip as well, and why not? These games will look excellent on a good PC rig. Either way though, I hope you're looking forward to Horizon Zero Dawn for PC on August 7th. Moving on, we do have a couple trademarks and ratings to talk about. Square Enix trademark Live Alive over in Australia, and this is very interesting, and I'll explain why. So Live Alive is probably a title not many people actually know about outside of Japan, because it's an old 1994 Squaresoft game that never made it outside of Japan. This is a game that many fans in the West really wanted to play, but most people really never got the chance. Well, now fast forward to 2020, we have a trademark in Australia, so it almost sounds like Square Enix is going to try and bring this game back with a localized version, and that does fit with what Square Enix has said recently. They have talked about making some of their older games more accessible, and we even saw this with Trials of Mana. That is a game that never made it outside of Japan until recently, so maybe Square Enix is going to try to do something similar with Live Alive. That would certainly be very interesting, and we do know that Square Enix is planning a few surprise announcements over the next couple months, so maybe this will be one of those announcements. Now also, Battletoads has been rated over in Brazil, and Battletoads has been very interesting to follow. It was revealed last year, and in fact, I'm pretty sure it was supposed to release last year as well, but it has oddly went very quiet, and it sounds like it got a very long delay, but with it being rated over in Brazil, it sounds as if Xbox is finally ready to talk about this game once again. My theory is that the developers Dlala Studios probably was awarded some extra time to fix up some of the things fans were concerned about. It's not really a big secret that some fans were not exactly happy with the initial reveal for Battletoads, and some don't exactly like the art design. Personally, I like the way it looks. To me, the art looks good, but opinions and all that. However, fans have also been concerned with the slow pace of the demo shown last year, so I'm curious if they have fixed some of those things with the extra time it's had in development, but we probably won't have to wait for too much longer. Considering the big Xbox event will be happening on July 23rd, it may end up being revealed there within an official release date, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's very soon. This is an Xbox One and PC game, so I do expect this to release before the Xbox Series X launches. We do have a lot more Xbox stuff to talk about though, because the insider Klobrille is teasing a pretty major game to be shown at this Xbox event. Of course, Halo Infinite will be there, no big surprise, even though it is very exciting. Also, it looks like Rare's next game, Everwild, may show up in a big way, and even though we have seen that game already, we don't really know what Everwild is quite yet. We just know it's a beautiful looking game developed by Rare, but we may finally get to see what it plays like. But here's the really exciting part. So Klobrille is teasing that Obsidian Entertainment will be showing an RPG there, and based off what we do know, Obsidian Entertainment has reportedly been working on a big unannounced AAA RPG. Obsidian, of course, is one of the best RPG developers in the entire industry, releasing games like Fallout New Vegas, Pillars of Eternity, and most recently, Outer Worlds. All of these are excellent RPGs, but with Outer Worlds just releasing late last year, a lot of people are not exactly expecting them to announce their next game. Well, here's the thing. We have known since at least last September that Obsidian Entertainment has been, in fact, hiring developers to work on a big AAA unannounced RPG. This has been known for a while now, and it's just kind of went under the radar. Based off of what Klobrille is saying in his playful little message though, it won't be going under the radar for too much longer. So really, this Xbox event is really starting to shape up now. The Initiative will be showing their new game there, maybe Perfect Dark or a new IP, Hellblade 2, Halo Infinite, Everwild, a new Fable game, and Obsidian's new RPG is all highly rumored to be there. Of course, no confirmation just yet, but if all that does show up there, then this will be a great conference. It is also being reported that every Xbox studio is working on Xbox Series X games, so don't be surprised if there are several surprise announcements here. We know that both Double Fine and inXile is working on a AAA game, and it's been a little while since we've heard from Compulsion Games, and really Xbox just has a lot of studios, most of which are working on multiple games. So there are a lot of potential games that could show up at this event. This is certainly very exciting to say the least, but I will ask you, let me know some of your predictions for the Xbox event on July 23rd. Speaking of big events though, Ubisoft's E3 replacement will be taking place on July 12th, and Ubisoft has had a bit of a hard time containing leaks here recently. Assassin's Creed Valhalla had a major leak over the weekend revealing 30 minutes of gameplay for Valhalla. This was being posted absolutely everywhere on social media, and Ubisoft was trying to contain this, but it's a little too late now. I'm not going to show leaked gameplay on this channel, but I will say Valhalla looks really good, and when they do officially reveal this at the Ubisoft event, I think there is going to be a lot of really happy fans. That was not the only leak though. Yeah, that's right, Ubisoft just did not have a good weekend at all. With that said, do take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt, but Game Reactor apparently posted a report a little too early that supposedly reveals that Far Cry 6 will be announced at this event. And not only will Far Cry 6 show up, but Giancarlo Esposito, most well known for his role Gus Fring in Breaking Bad, will be in it according to Game Reactor. Now, Game Reactor did take this report down quickly, so maybe it was wrong, but that is very specific information to be wrong about. It does sound like they may have made a mistake by releasing this information just a little too early. The Ubisoft event does sound pretty good so far though. Watch Dogs Legions has been confirmed to be there, then you have Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and even their new Battle Royale game, Hyperscape, will be making its first appearance there. Then top it off with Far Cry 6. Yeah, this event sounds really good and far more interesting than some of the recent events that we've seen. No offense to either the PC Gaming Show and EA, but Ubisoft's event actually seems like it will be very worthwhile to say the least. And hey, maybe we even get a few more surprises. Prince of Persia or Splinter Cell maybe? Let's hope so. I will ask you though, what would you like to see at this Ubisoft event? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways though, that's it for this episode, but if you liked the video, don't forget to hit the bell notification and subscribe button for more content just like this. Peace out.